I'm here at Gatwick Airport. I actually just got off the train. I got the train in from London St Pancras Station, and I'm in the South Terminal. That's where the train lets you off in Gatwick, but I need to head over to the North Terminal because tonight I am staying at the Premier Inn. So I'm gonna head on out now to the shuttle tram. I think we're going the right way. Yeah, there's a sign for the North Terminal. So this has actually all changed since I've last been here. They've done up the station. It's actually so much nicer. It is a little bit of a different layout. Normally I come out this entrance that we're looking at now, but I actually came out behind me over by the M&S. And so yeah, it's just a little bit different. But here are the signs up here for the North Terminal. So we're heading the right way now over to what is essentially just like a little monorail, like shuttle tram. This is actually a solo trip. Woo. Just going off the moving walkway there. So it's just me staying in the hotel tonight. I don't recall if I've ever stayed in this Premier Inn before. I do remember staying in the one that's a little bit further away, but I'm not sure I've actually stayed in the one that's right here at the North Terminal. So it is pretty handy. Like, I am actually flying from South Terminal, and obviously the train just got me into South Terminal. So you do have to do that little bit of back and forth, but the internal tram is so handy. It's honestly just like not that much of a bother. All right, so we've just got the shuttle here. So there is shuttles that come either side, but it looks like the one on the left now is the one that's going to come next. It says, please prepare to board. So yeah, I figure it's this side. Oh, here we go. So tomorrow I'm flying with British Airways here from London Gatwick to Florida. My flight's actually at a bit of a different time. Normally they have 2 flights a day. There's one at like 10 o'clock or 10:30, and then there's another one around 2:30. But tomorrow there's only one flight, and the flight is at 11:25. So yeah, I've just never flown at that time to Florida before. Don't think it will make that much of a difference, but yeah, it's just a different flight time, I guess, because they're only doing the one.
Please stand clear of the door and hold on to the rail.
Wow. It's a very aggressive warning, but yeah, we're about to pull out now on the tram and head over to the North Terminal. I'm actually quite excited. I booked one of the, like, I think they're Superior rooms or Premier Plus rooms, I think that's what they're called. And I don't think I've ever stayed in one of those rooms before either, so.
Before we arrive, if you only have cabin bags, you can continue directly through security.
Just off the tram now. Okay, I do see a sign that says hotel, but it's not a Premier Inn sign. So what I might just do is just double check my booking confirmation, because I'm pretty sure they sent me directions or like instructions. I think what I need to do is go downstairs and then head outside, but I'll just double check. I'm actually quite chill. I'm not in a rush, which is nice. It's one of my favorite things actually about doing like the night before stay in the airport, because it completely changes how I feel like traveling to the airport. And I don't know, I'm just like, I'm a little bit of a stressor, a little bit of an overthinker. I'm always thinking like, what if the trains are delayed? What if there's traffic? Blah, blah. And yeah, just getting here the night before, there's zero stress. I'll figure out how to get in my hotel, and then I'll go chill. So I think what I'm going to do is yeah, go to the hotel, check in, and then what I'll do is come back to the terminal, have a little bit of look around, take you guys around with me, might get a little bit of food. It's probably a little bit late for coffee. It's just after 6 o'clock now. And yeah, but it's good to have a little browse anyway. All right, so I'm going to say the instructions are not super clear. They say head to the drop-off point, which I think means like the place where like cars would drop people off, because it has directions from the train station. It says get the shuttle across to the North Terminal from the South Terminal train station, and then head to the drop-off point. And I assume that means like the drop-off point where, like I say, cars would drop people off to the airport, which I'm guessing is in departures, which is where I am. So I'm going to head back outside, see if I see signs maybe for the drop-off point. Or for the Premier Inn, but I know it's essentially just across the road. I just don't know which level I should exit on. So there was the entrance to the terminal, which is right opposite the shuttle exit here. You go down the middle there and you have the shuttle on either side. Oh, I guess there's one about to leave. And then this is where I think I need to go. So straight down here, I do see a sign that says drop off. A very teeny weeny sign up in the sky. So I think I need to go down that lift that's there. And then I'm pretty sure that's actually the Premier Inn across the way. So I think I'll go downstairs, across the road, and hopefully we'll be there. Oh, I do see a sign for the Premier Inn on the lift. Perfect. Well, that wasn't too hard. But yeah, I didn't have instructions from the Premier Inn in my email. And then when I actually searched it, like I say, the instructions were a little bit vague. So good to know for next time. Just come out of that shuttle and then come to the lift. I think the instructions were a bit better, like if you were coming in a car or Uber or something. But it is quite confusing around here because there are a few Premier Inns. So I made sure I booked the one at the North Terminal because there is one that's on like Airport Way that you can actually walk to, because I did that with my family once. It was like not a super long walk, but it's just not a nice walk. You know, you're kind of walking along the side of a road on a thin path, which late at night or early in the morning in the dark is great. But we had the 4 of us all together, so it wasn't too bad. So in the lift, I've just pressed 0 and you can see the Premier Inn is on there. So we are in the right place. All right, I'm now staring at the entrance, but one of my biggest pet peeves is like coming out of an elevator or off a train, and the people that are waiting to get in are just like standing like dead in front of the door, like in your way, especially when I'm clearly by myself with 2 cases. Like, it's not easy navigating all of that. And it even happened like when I was traveling back to Ireland, and I had a case on a dog, and I'm like, you need to like politely move out of the way, please. But anyway, you can see across the way is the Premier Inn. It's literally directly across from the elevator I just took. So I didn't realize the Sofitel is actually right beside the Premier Inn. I guess the main difference is that for the Sofitel, you do kind of have a bridge, like a walking bridge that takes you right from the terminal. Okay. The lift situation getting up to reception was a bit chaotic. I seem to have come during quite the rush, but I did check in at the automated terminal, which worked really handy. I was going to film, but like there was a big queue, and so I didn't want to hold anybody up. I have also made it to my room, which is possibly the furthest away I can possibly be, but you know what, it's fine because I'm on a high floor, which is really nice. I'm on floor 9, which is like second from the top. So you can see it says Premier Plus room on the door. Just going to use my key now to get us inside. Oh, perfect. And we'll pop the key card in. And voila. Right, let me get my cases inside. All right, cases are in the door. Let's have a quick look and get some first impressions of the room. Well, I mean, as I've seen anyone else who's come to these rooms say, it's very purple. The lighting is definitely on brand. But I quite like a dimly lit room. I just feel like it gives better cozy vibes. But yeah, I've got my nice, comfortable looking double bed. I just love Premier Inn for their mattresses. Their mattresses are awesome. You can see nice big thick mattresses there. Yeah, overall good first impressions. I actually quite like that I've got this seat, like this seat with a little footstool there as well. And let's see, I mean, I guess we have some sort of view because we're up so high. Okay, it's just like in on the internal courtyard. That's kind of cool though. All the way down there is the courtyard. You know what, the purple lighting is actually kind of flattering. I don't know. But yeah, let me do a proper room tour. I'll see if I can get some brighter lights on maybe before I show you guys around. While I was checking in then, I went to the kiosk. I just had to put in my booking reference number. It pulled up my booking, and then I went through like and just confirmed my details, and then it did actually offer me the ultimate Wi-Fi package, and it was £5, so I just paid for that because I will be using Wi-Fi tonight. And so yeah, I just thought it'd be handy to have, and for £5 I was happy to pay that for faster Wi-Fi. It was super quick though. I was actually really impressed with that check-in process. I do think the lift situation was a little bit crazy. I actually now remember this hotel, not because I stayed here, but because we came here by mistake when we did stay in the Gatwick out on Airport Road or Airport Way, and the same thing happened. We came and the lifts were crazy. I think just like the lifts are always busy. It's obviously a really big hotel. They only have like 3 or 4 lifts, and you have to, you know, deal with people that are all coming with their suitcases because they're traveling. So yeah, there was a bit of chaos around the lift situation. And then actually at check-in, the reception was quite busy, but a lot of people weren't using the automated terminals. They were going to the terminals that had people there. I'm quite happy to just use an automated terminal, get checked in, get my key card and go about my way. So yeah, I was able to skip a bit of the queue by doing that. All right, I have found the main light switch. There is a main one for the bathroom and there's a main one for in here that does light up the room a lot more. So let's have a good look around. All right, so by the door we saw there was the key card and that's also where the main light switch is. And then up on the right hand side is a coat rack and right beside that is the wardrobe. Now it's a small little wardrobe, but probably everything you need for an overnight stay before a flight. There is also an ironing board in there. And I think the iron is on the far side. We'll see that now in a sec. And then up there looks like we have some extra pillows. Oh my gosh, I thought someone just tried to get into my room just there. I think it might have actually just been a room beside, but it reminded me to put the lock on the door. Obviously, I'm traveling solo, which definitely comes with an extra bit of awareness, I would say. And I've seen some pretty bad horror stories recently from actually a couple of vloggers that I just watch normally of things that happened in hotel rooms when they were by themselves, and one of them was at London Heathrow. So yeah, I'm definitely conscious of that. I have just locked the door properly behind me now that I'm inside, and definitely recommend doing the same. Another thing that a friend of mine actually taught me was to put a second name on the room. So even if you are staying solo, put someone else's name on the room with you so it doesn't look like you're a solo traveler. And back to the room tour. That closet was on the right hand side, and then on the left hand side we have the switches for the bathroom. So let's pop into the bathroom now. I think if I turn this on, yeah, it also turns the fan on. There is two different types of lights, so you can just have the main lights off, and then you just have this quite nice atmospheric lighting in here. I love this kind of lighting, the nice low light. I feel like it's just conducive to being more chilled in a room. Let's get it back on though for the room tour. So quite a big shower actually, and looks like it's got the rainfall shower. It's also got Bailey's and Harding amenities in there too, which is pretty cool. I actually really like that scent that's in there, the oud, cedar and amber. I think that is just a body wash, so I'll be using that for sure. I'll check what the other thing is in here. Oh, I think they're both just body washes, so I guess they don't give you like shampoo and conditioner. Yeah, interesting. Okay. Well, I don't plan on washing my hair, so that's good. And yeah, like I say, the shower looks good. It's nice and long. It is quite thin on the bottom. It's really all that I would need anyway. And then we've got a nice big mirror here, which will be handy for getting ready. Then we've also got a bottle of the hand wash in the same scent, the oud, cedar and amber. And yeah, it just looks like really clean, quite modern. That's really all I'm ever looking for from these kinds of rooms, so I'm pretty happy. But let's head on out. Let's turn that fan off because it is quite loud. I do appreciate that it actually turned off right away because that can be really annoying as well in some rooms if the fan stays on for ages. So here's the other side of that closet, and yeah, down the bottom there looks like we have our iron. Then we've got a hair dryer here as well, and that is in front of this like mirror where you can sit and get ready, which again I think is really nice. It's a good use of the space. There's obviously an extra plug socket there as well, which is helpful if you know you've got your curling iron or your straighteners or whatever, and there's just a little stool there that you can sit on while you're getting ready. It would be cool actually if this had extra lights on it or something, because as you can tell, the lights aren't really the best, like if you're getting ready and stuff in the morning. But then we have our TV here. Looks like, you know, a decent TV. It's a decent size. I've definitely had a lot bigger in modern rooms, but you know, like this would definitely do me. And there is a little bench then underneath the TV as well. And then you can see we've got our desk area over here. So let's go have a look at that now. We've got a lamp, a nice wheelie chair, which I appreciate because if you are working there, you can kind of adjust it, you know, to the right distance from the table, get yourself nice and comfy there. And there are some plug sockets as well as, I think that's a USB port. Oh, I don't actually know. Is that a USB port? It's a bit of a weird shape. Maybe it's to do with the internet or something. And then we have some Nespresso pods and obviously an espresso little pod machine there as well. So that's handy if you want to have your coffee in the morning. But we've also got some tea bags in here. English breakfast tea, a mint tea and an Earl Grey, as well as some milks and stuff. And then you've got your cups and glasses as well as the kettle. And let's see, we've got a little mini bar. Well, not a mini bar, a little mini fridge. And there are a couple of waters in there. Now, I don't know if they're included. So it does actually confirm on the card here that the waters are included. So it says complimentary water, tea, a coffee machine with pods, sweet treats, and an iron and ironing board. So I'm guessing all of those items are not in the regular rooms. It does mention as well that these rooms are comfier. So I guess it's an extra comfy bed, an improved place to work, flat screen, a comfy armchair, and a vanity area with a stool. And then the rainfall shower and luxury toiletry. So again, I think all of those bits are not in the standard rooms. Now over here, I actually missed the sweet treat, which was these two little chocolate bars. Then to the left of that was that window that we had a little look out of earlier. And then beside that is the nice chair with the footstool. And then I quite like that on the side of the bed, they have this cute little table, because that is super handy then for putting all your bits and pieces on there. And it's just a little bit bigger. We've got a charging point, a USB slot there, as well as the plug socket. And then, oh, we've got a button for the curtain. Oh, it's a curtain light. Oh, look at that. More mood lighting. I quite like the mood lighting. We'll definitely try out the different versions later when we are chilling in the room. And by we, I obviously mean just me, but you know, it kind of feels like you guys are here with me too. And we did have a little look at the bed. Like I say, it looks really comfortable. Mattress looks great. 2 pillows, so I actually probably will take down the extra pillow. I like to have 4 pillows on my bed if possible, because I tend to roll around a lot, and yeah, I also tend to like hug my pillows. Is that TMI? Anyone else a pillow hugger? I actually think those things, those special pillows that women get when they're pregnant, you know, that you kind of like wrap your legs around and like hug. I have been so tempted to get one of those because I think that would be perfect for me. Anyway, other side of the bed also has the same like plug socket USB-A slot there as well. And then there's like a little cubby beside the bed. And then we've got this artwork, which is apparently from Sam Smith. Now, I don't think that's the unholy Sam Smith. I think it's a different Sam Smith, but you know, it's a nice painting. Now, this is where I need to start interacting because the room is quite warm. Let's see if we can turn this on. Okay, let's bring the temperature right down. I like it to be cold. Okay, I think that's maybe the lowest. Let's turn the fan up then. How come I can't bring it down? 19 seems high, no? Usually you can get down to like 18. Okay, we'll leave it on for a bit and see what that does, because it definitely feels like it's warmer than 19 degrees right now. Let's see what happens with the fan on for a while. But I think that is it for the room tour. So what I'm going to do is leave my bags here and head back over to the terminal. I know there is an M&S in both terminals, but I feel like the one that was back in South Terminal maybe is better. But you know what? Let's see what's in the North Terminal, and then I'll decide if I want to pop on the little tram and head back over to South and have a look around there too. I think there's like a Greg's and a Starbucks and stuff here as well. So yeah, let's give it a go, see what they have, and maybe I'll just pick up a few little bits to have a nice chilled evening in the room. I'm gonna head out of the room and over to the terminal. It's actually pretty quiet. Oh gosh, I am terrible at this. Rachel will be laughing at me right now because every time I come out of a hotel room, I never know which direction I came from. Yeah, I'm going the right way, okay. And like oftentimes I'll just walk out of the hotel room and just with full confidence start walking in the wrong direction. So yeah, it's actually quite quiet. I'm not hearing much noise at all now. It's probably going to be busy throughout the night because I imagine a lot of people that book these rooms are arriving in quite late, you know, like on a late flight, and that's why they're staying in the first place. So it probably will get a bit noisier later on, but certainly so far, really quiet, which I very much appreciate. Let's see now if we have better luck with the elevators. Ooh, we got very lucky. There was a lift up on the 10th floor. Okay, so I want to go to lower ground, which is already pressed. I don't know if that's because it's been called or because somebody in the lift already pressed it, but that's where we need to go anyway. ground floor, I don't know what's there, but 0 is the reception. So that was the reception on floor 0. Also on floor 0 is the restaurant. There was a huge queue for the bar when I was coming in, but we're going down now. So look, ground floor is the mezzanine level. I'm not sure if there's anything on there. The weather has been pretty miserable, both here in London and back in Ireland, where I was for Christmas. You can probably hear all of that wind, but it has been raining like every day. Yesterday was actually the only nice day where it didn't rain and we had a bit of sunshine. So I'm going to be so excited to leave all of this behind and head over to Florida for some sunshine. I am getting blown all over the place. But actually it's one of the reasons why I decided to come back this time of year again, because last time I came and got a bit of sun in January, it was so nice. Like, it's such an uplifting way to start the year, instead of in the gloomy bad weather we have here in the UK and in most of Europe this time of year. It was actually just so nice to be able to just come and get a bit of sunshine. I am also trying to navigate while I'm talking to you guys. I'm actually going to go up the big long escalator this time instead of the lifts. Give that a go. I do love a move and walkway. This is, I guess, at quite an angle, so maybe it's more of an escalator, but it is flat. See what I mean? The move-in walkway exit is approaching. Please watch your step. Alright, so we're back by the shuttle. That's the shuttle on the right-hand side. We're going to head into the terminal. So downstairs in arrivals, I think there is M&S and maybe a couple of other little bits. I think there's a Greggs up here. I don't know if it was still open at this time. Last time I was here with Rachel, we actually looked for the Starbucks for so long because it was showing up on Google Maps and everything. And I had been before down to the arrival section downstairs looking for Starbucks, couldn't find it. And we even asked somebody and they were like, no, there's no Starbucks. But there is a Starbucks. It's just upstairs in departures where I am right now. So I'm actually now facing the Starbucks. So there you go, there's the Starbucks. Now, there's also a WH Smith here. You can see the Christmas tree is still up. It is actually the 30th of December, so they haven't taken Christmas decorations down just yet. I imagine they keep it up for the new year as well. But yeah, over here then we've got some dining options. I've got like chicken wings, nachos, stuff like that. But yeah, I don't really fancy a proper meal or anything. I think I just want to get a few bits to bring back to the room. And I don't think I'll do a coffee, it's a bit late. That might stop me sleeping. It looks so quiet though, doesn't it? I guess there's not many flights this late. I feel like they don't have a lot of signage here, so hence why we couldn't find the Starbucks. There's no signs like telling you what kind of food and shops are around. So here are the 3 levels here. So I'm up on departures, that's where the Starbucks is, and that restaurant. On level 1 then, hotels, it says the Sofitel. So that must be where the walkway is, because it was 0 then for the Premier Inn. That's interesting, because I'm pretty sure I just came in from 1. Oh no, I came in from 1 because I went up the escalator, that's why. Yeah, so 1 is where the walkway is to Sofitel and the Hampton by Hilton, and then 0 for the Premier Inn. Okay, let's pop down to arrivals. It doesn't look like there's anything else up here. This is all like the check-in desks and stuff. Now, I did have the option to do twilight check-in, which is basically dropping your bag off and kind of fully checking in the night before the flight, which would mean that tomorrow I just have to go through security. But then it kind of means like you have to, give your suitcase in and you don't have any of the bits and bobs that you would have in your suitcase. And so you can't like pack away things that you're using overnight. You obviously can't have big liquids and stuff. So I don't know, I find like it's a little bit of a hassle, because there's certain things that I want to have, just in my check-in bag and my like backpack, and I don't want to be carrying extra unnecessary stuff. I'd rather just put that in my checked case. And I do find like I've never really had much of an issue with queues or anything. It's usually just a case of walking up and checking in when I come, and I'll come over early in the morning. I'd much rather do that, I think, than forgo the bag this evening. I have done twilight check-in before though. Like, it is handy, especially if, for whatever reason you think you're going to be a bit rushed in the morning, or the airport's going to be really busy. Maybe like it's a really busy time of year. For me, I just prefer to do the morning off, and also because I have the silver status with BA, I get the business check-in, so again, there never seems to be much of a wait. But to be honest, whenever I look at the other queues as well here at Gatwick, they're always pretty decent around the time that I'm flying, but we'll check them in the morning anyway and see, so you guys can decide if maybe it's something you're interested in. All right, so coming down now to arrivals. We've got the WH Smith. We've got Boots. Now this Boots, I think, is actually nicer than the one that is in the North Terminal. The one in the North Terminal definitely looks a lot smaller. I don't think either of them have like a pharmacy counter if you need anything like that. But you know, they do have their food and drink sections, and they've actually got like a really decent stock of stuff. They've got quite a lot of different bits. So I could get, you know, a sandwich or something here, but I think I'll try M&S instead. So M&S is over here. Now, like I say, from my memory, I think the one, the M&S actually is better in South Terminal. So let's see what they've got in here, and then we can decide if we want to head over. I'm pretty sure there was a Greggs though. Maybe the Greggs is over here. There is a Costa. I had a feeling the Greggs was in arrivals, but I really didn't see it up there when we went up. All right, so the fridges are looking pretty empty here. So I think without even looking around, I am gonna do the hop over to the South Terminal. I love all their little bags of sweets. I think my favorites are probably the Belgian chocolate cashews. These are dangerously good. I love them so much. I also like the chocolate mini whips. And oh, the giant mint buttons are nice as well. And the chocolate covered pretzels. Oh, so much good stuff. I'm gonna grab a bag of my favorite fruit jellies. It was a good shout because the fridges definitely have a lot more options. I'm tempted by the roast ham and cheddar cheese, just something kind of simple I think I'm in the mood for. I do like their farmhouse cheddar cheese at Plowman, but they've got some of these ones reduced, and yeah, like I said, I kind of fancy something a little bit plain. I might also get like some crisps, and I could make a little crisp sandwich out of it or something, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know why, I'm just in the mood for something a little bit more simple. What else? I do fancy a fizzy drink. I love their orange drink. They've got their Diet Orange Crush, so I might get some of this. Rachel and I got the pink lemonade last time, actually. That was really nice too. Yeah, there's the pink lemonade. Oh, and they've got a pineapple one now too. I haven't tried that one. Ginger beer. Do I get two? I get the pink lemonade as well. I guess I have tomorrow too. I always feel like I do this though, and then I have way too many liquids that I'm never going to drink. No, I think I'll just get the one. I've got a selection here of sushis and some other fresh bits like apples and chicken. Now, I do think like a lot of people stop in here just to grab a couple of little bits like on their way home from the airport. It is super handy, and I've done it before. You know, if you're like, just have to get into the airport, you know you've nothing at home. You just want to grab something quick that you can maybe put on when you get home, or just eat on the train even. They have got some salad bowls here as well, and I'm pretty sure you can get cutlery if you ask for it. I don't have any cutlery up in the room, but I'm like 99% sure you can get cutlery. I think they give you like wooden spoons and forks and stuff. Oh, I do kind of fancy some crisps though. They have pita chips, and oh, they're just different flavored pita chips. They do look quite nice. It looks like quite a big bag though. I kind of just fancy something a bit smaller maybe. They've got a really large crisp section here. It is all the larger bags though. And they've got like combo mixes. They've got prawn crackers. Oh, I could maybe do some yum yums. That actually might be a nice shout for dessert tonight and early breakfast tomorrow maybe. Sometimes they have a smaller pack. This is a pack of 4. I'm pretty sure they usually have like a pack of 2 as well. Oh well, I'll grab the pack of 4 for now. Oh, the muffins are good here as well though. No, I think I'll stick with the Yum Yums, but I'll keep an eye out for a pack of 2 maybe. But you can see like they've got like proper dinner bits and everything, so you could literally just pick up your dinner and then stick it in when you get home. And they've got alcohol, a really good selection. These cocktails in a can, these are great and they're super strong. You can get 3 for £8. I really like their porn star martini ones. I like the pink one and the regular one. I don't really fancy a drink tonight though, so I don't think I'm going to get anything, but these are definitely a really good shout if you are staying at the airport and you want something in your room. Oh, they've got vanilla slices, my favorite. I think I'm good though. I don't see the 2 pack of Yum Yums, so I'm going to stick with the 4 pack. And we'll have dessert and breakfast of Yum Yums. But yeah, you can see that they've got like all the microwave meals and some pizzas. Shame I don't have a microwave in the room, or I'd get one of these little microwave meals. One of my favorite little snacks to pick up when I'm traveling is the wasabi peas, so I'm gonna grab one of those. I am back in the room now. I've got my large M&S bag. I actually went into the Boots as well over on the South Terminal side, and that Boots does actually have a pharmacy, so you can get over-the-counter medication, and they also had a prescription section too, so I guess you could send your prescription there. So that's definitely good to know. I will double check when I go through security tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure the one through security does not have a pharmacy. So I've definitely been in a position before where I've had to get something over the counter, and as opposed to something off the shelf if I needed something a little bit stronger. And so it's just really good to know where you need to go to be able to get that. So I am actually just sat now at the desk in the room, and I've got my iPad. My sister very generously and very kindly got me an iPad for Christmas, which I was not expecting. She definitely went a bit above and beyond, and I've never had an iPad before in my life, and I'm actually loving it so much. So I'm so excited to be watching my iPad tomorrow. I'm going to download loads of YouTube videos and stuff to watch, but right now I'm just watching something on my iPad, and I'm going to just chill and have my sandwich. But let me show you the few bits that I got. So you saw when I was in there, I was eyeing up the Yum Yums. Oh my gosh, even the packaging of the Yum Yums is sticky. They are like quite messy and sticky, but they are so good. Literally the most appropriate name for these things, Yum Yums. I went for that honey roast ham and cheddar cheese sandwich. I think actually you probably saw me pick up everything at M&S. I got the orange drink, I got the wasabi peas. These are for the flight tomorrow, and so are these fruit jellies. I just love these. They just have like a real fruit flavor off them. They're my favorite jellies. They're so good. I would love though if they had a sour version. That would be epic. Then in Boots, I picked up a Vit Hit just because it's always good to get your vitamins in when you're traveling. And then I also got a packet of sea salt and cider vinegar crisps, which I am probably going to put some of these in my sandwich and have a little crisp sandwich now while I enjoy some YouTube. The room is definitely cooling down now that I've got the fan on. It's actually still powering away, so yeah, it definitely wasn't, I don't know what temperature it was when I came in, but it's definitely working its way down now, and the fan is on super high, so definitely feeling more comfortable with the room temperature right now, which is super important to me because I cannot sleep if the room is not cool. It just doesn't work for me. I'm a very like warm sleeper, so yeah, I definitely cannot stand a warm room. That would be a complete write-off for me for coming back again, but so far so good, so fingers crossed it continues to cool down. I'm in bed now. As you can see, I've got the purple mood lighting on and I've just been chilling. I'm actually honestly starting to fall asleep already. I did not have the best sleep last night, so I feel like I'm kind of catching up now today, and hopefully that means I'll have a really good sleep ahead of my flight tomorrow. But the bed is super comfortable. I'm really happy with it. The pillows are really comfortable as well. Also, the temperature in the room is so much better. It's really coming down, so I'm much more comfortable with the temperature as well, which means I can get into the duvet and really, get comfortable for the night. And that's kind of all I have to update you on, I guess. I was thinking of maybe having a cup of tea or something, but you know what? I am like falling asleep as I'm watching YouTube, so I think I'm just gonna leave leave a little something on YouTube and start falling asleep and yeah, get an early night. I mean, it's not super early, it is like 10 o'clock. I was just trying to think ahead as to what my plans are for tomorrow. So my flight's at 11:25, so I'll probably head over, I mean, a good like 3.5 hours, I think, before the flight, because I might as well get through, you know, get checked in, get through security, and go and enjoy the lounge for a while, but also do some shopping. I don't know what it is, but I always find like on this outbound flight that I never have much time in the airport. Like, and I love having time in the airport and just browsing and, you know, chilling, get a bit of food, things like that. But yeah, I always find like I just never have enough time. I think it's because like when you're doing these international flights, you get called down to the gate a good hour before the flight. So, you know, even if you're at the airport 3 hours before you flight, you really only have maybe like an hour and a half after you like do check-in and security and stuff. But yeah, I definitely want to have some time in the airport tomorrow. So I think I'm going to get up early. I'm going to set a nice early alarm. It's definitely a different feeling when I'm here solo, because obviously like there's no one else here, so I feel like I'm more relaxed probably, but less excited, if you know what I mean, because I feel like Rachel and I really bounce off each other and get super excited for trips, whereas I am very much like just quite chilled, and yeah, I'm just looking forward to a fun solo travel day tomorrow, but also very much looking forward to getting a good night's sleep tonight, because that will really help as well for travel day. So yeah, I think with that, I'm actually gonna head to bed, and I will see you guys next time for travel day. So thank you so much for watching. Please do make sure you are subscribed to the channel so that you don't miss the rest of the vlogs from this series, and if you give this video a thumbs up as well, apparently it helps. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.